Hi everyone, how are you?
So good.
So, what was our last topic we discussed in last class?
User input.
Fine.
Up to user input was done.
All of you can see my screen. All of you can see my screen. Please respond.
Anaconda.
Jupiter. Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible to you? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Actually, internet connection actually is not stable right now. All right. Okay. Not able to share my screen. I again have to ask Sumit sir. Just hold on a second. হ্যাঁ স্যার বলছি আমি আমাকে হোস্ট আবার করতে হবে আপনাকে কারণ হচ্ছে আমার ইন্টারনেট চলে গিয়েছিল তো
না না স্যার আমি হোস্ট আমি আপনাকে হোস্ট বানিয়ে দিচ্ছি। Yes, so now you are the host.
ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ
আবার চেঞ্জ হয়ে গেছে।
Sumit,
হুম
now you are the host.
ওকে let me check once. Yes, thank you sir.
Thank you. You're most welcome, dear. Thank you.
All right. All of you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there are certain rules when declaring a variable. Like as of now, we have been initializing the variables like A, B, C, D, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing. So programmers generally choose names for their variables that are meaningful and document what the variable is used for. Like when I asked you guys to perform that area for rectangle calculation program, right? So there you use some variables like L, B, L for length, B for breadth, or somebody took like width, W for width. So variable names should be meaningful so that if anyone else or maybe you, if if you come back later after after certain long time, then you can also recognize, yes, this variable, the purpose of these variables are these. Okay, these variables are related to that matter. So that is why you always have to choose a variable name which is meaningful, which can represent something. Like variable names can be arbitrarily long. They can contain both letters and numbers, but they cannot start with a number. Like how? So let's suppose 9 ABC. First of all, take ABC. ABC equal to 10. I'm executing this one. Yes, got executed. ABC 10. Alright. Now, if I use 9 ABC equal to, let's suppose 11, it will show me some error, invalid syntax. Okay, invalid syntax, and it is pointing to this variable name. Correct? Because I use the number at the beginning. That is why it is showing the error. Instead of using number at the beginning, I could have used number at the end. It is fine. But any variable with number at the beginning will show you error. 1a equal to, you can have 5, it will again show you error. So a variable name cannot start with a number, right? It is legal to use uppercase letters. You can use uppercase letters in your variable name, but it is a good idea to begin a variable names with a lowercase. Why? Because sometimes actually you may forget, whether you initialize the variable name with uppercase or lowercase. So in that case of scenario, you will receive one error, right? Like here, let's suppose I'm going to perform that area of a rectangle calculation. So I use length or just length, then equal to 10, and width equal to 5. Print L into B. Now while mentioning the variables, you need to be very careful, right? Because human nature always go for lowercase letters. Means casually. Casually always you will go for small letters. So that is why you need to be very perfect at this. So len into again. So B is B is from our nature, but you have to be careful. BR DTH. So if I do like this, len is one inbuilt keyword. Okay. So that is obviously, the smaller case is different from the uppercase or capital letters, right? That is why you always need to initialize a variable, and initialize a variable with the name in smaller case or lower case. Len equal to 10, breadth equal to 5, like this. The underscore character can appear in a name. It is often used in names with multiple words, such as my underscore name or airspeed underscore of underscore Laden, Laden underscore Swagger, big name. You can use underscore there. But variable names
স্যার রেকর্ডিং অপশনটা অন নেই মনে হয়।
অন আছে হচ্ছে
On
রেকর্ডিং।
আছে।
ওকে
showing recording. Alright. All of you can see my screen.
ইয়েস স্যার
ইয়েস স্যার।
So variable names can start with an underscore character, but we generally avoid doing this unless we are writing library code for others to use. So please avoid using the underscore at the beginning or underscore at the end. Why? I'm going to show you. There is a function called dir. So dir of, if you mention any string, let's suppose empty string. So what are the possible functions that can work with a string? You can see. See here, there are multiple functions whose name actually start with underscore, right? And ends with underscore also. That is why you don't want Python to be confused. So you have to avoid using underscore at the beginning or at the end. So obviously you can make a variable like Sumit underscore Sum, which is my name. Okay, not like Sumit underscore Sum underscore here or underscore at the beginning. Okay, yes, it will be still a variable, but you will not recognize when Python will recognize this variable as its own keyword. So sometimes it may happen. To avoid that mistake, you have to avoid doing this. Okay. Clear up to this? You cannot use any other special character in variable name other than the underscore. Okay, only the underscore you can use. If you use any other special character, actually most of the special character has some meaning in coding language. So let's suppose I'm using Sumit @Sum. Okay, equal to 10. Can't assign to operator. Okay, obviously this you cannot do. Hyphen, can't assign to operator. Errors. This is also, I mean, this also has some meaning. Exclamation sign. Okay, invalid syntax. Hashtag you definitely should avoid, because whenever you mention hashtag, that line of code becomes disabled. Okay, so to make comments you can use hashtag. Like I'm calculating here area of a rectangle, so I can mention here one header, right? Area of rectangle, so that later if you are going through your previous programs, then you can easily understand, yes, this program regarding this. Okay, this program regarding this. So you can again execute this one, no problem, but this line of code would not be executed. Similarly, if I mention the hashtag here, this line of code will be disabled. So you're just initializing two variables, correct? You're not printing anything because I disabled printing. So whenever you're making some comments or you want to change your code, just don't delete it. Okay. Suppose I mistakenly did like 2 times print. 2 times print len 2 times I did. Obviously I don't want 2 times to be printed. So that is why instead of deleting this one, I will disable this one. So that later I can understand what happened here. What kind of error actually happened. Then actually I countered the error. So that, I mean, you're just keeping some records of your errors. That is the purpose. There are certain inbuilt keywords. One of them is class. You cannot use them as a variable name. So if you use them, then this will be syntax error because they have some different function. They have some different work to do. That is why you have to avoid those. There are most common 33 keywords are there. You should avoid using them as variable name. And del, from, none, true, as, elif. These are. If you want, you can note down. Done? I'm going forward. Statements. A statement is a unit of code that the Python interpreter can execute. Any code would be called a statement. We have seen two kinds of statements, print being an expression statement and assignment statement also. We have seen. Assignment operator, anyone can tell me which one is assignment operator?
Equal to,
Yes. And if there is double
E-
equal to,
Inequality. Inequality.
single equal to means assignment operator.
yes, sir.
If there is
That
double equal
C
to,
equal to is equivalent.
yes, that is called comparison operator. Okay, that actually compares two values. No assignment will happen.
So double equal to is a comparison, right?
Comparison.
Yes.
Like here, a equal to 10. So that means I am assigning 10 value to a variable, right? Got executed, no problem. I can see the value. Now, if I do a double equals to 10, it will show you true because it will compare the value of a with 10. So both are equal, yes, true. Otherwise, if I mention 11, false, because the value of a is not equal to 11. Similarly, 11 equal to 11 will be true. 10 equal to 11 will be false. You can initialize uh, initialize multiple variables with the same value. Just mention equal to, like a equal to b equal to c equal to 10. So that means a, b, c will all have the same value. You can check, right? Operators and operands. Operators are special symbols that represent computations like addition and multiplication. Those. So whenever you are doing, like, I have two variables a and b. So I am doing a plus b. That means plus is the operator. Okay. And a and b will be called operands. A and b will be called operands. Similarly, if I do like 2 plus 3 also, plus is the operator and 2 and 3 are operands. 2 divided by 3 or modulus 3. Modulus is also operator. Okay. So 2 minus 3 all. The symbol will be called operator, and to which you are applying that symbol, those will be called operands. So the definition is written here. Operators are special symbols that represent computations like addition and multiplication. The values the operator is applied to are called operands.
Sir, why it was showing 10 even after adding 2 plus 3?
10 because I didn't execute.
Okay.
I modified the code, but I didn't execute. Expressions. An expression is a combination of values, variables, and operators. A value all by itself is considered an expression, and so is a variable. So the following are all legal expressions. Assuming that the variable x has been assigned a value, so x plus 17, this is one expression. 1 plus 1 also one expression. So any arithmetic operation you are doing, those will be called expressions. Clear?
Yes, sir.
No doubt till now, right?
Yes, sir.
So order of operations. So from mathematics, you know there are certain order, means precedence order. Like, I mean, we followed one rule that was in mathematics.
Bottom.
Yeah, bottomless.
Yes.
So bracket open, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So bracket open will be the first to be operated, then multiplication, then division, then multiplication, and addition, subtraction. So here Python follows PEMDAS rule. PEMDAS. So whenever parentheses occur, like parenthesis means brackets. Okay. So bracket operation will be operated first. Then E for exponentiation. That means x square, x cube, or 2 to the power 4. Those are exponentiation. Those will be operated at the second. Then multiplication and division have the same precedence. Okay. And after multiplication and division, addition and subtraction also have same precedence.
Sir, repeat the parenthesis.
Parenthesis means brackets.
Sir, can you show all the steps in a program?
All the steps means here. About
Yeah,
pandas you are asking?
I'm a-
Sorry, your voice is breaking.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh. There is nothing to show, but still I'll show you one example. Like here, we have A and B both are equal to 10, right? So I'm going to do A to the power B. To the power B divided by let's suppose divided by 5 divided by 5. Now minus A multiplied by B divided by 2 plus 3 into 6 minus 10. Now calculate first, then I'll show you the result. Calculate first. There is one change, that is A double star. I think you guys know what double star means.
Yes, sir.
Sir, a to the power b by 5 minus ab by 2 plus 8.
AB by 2 plus okay.
Yeah, a to the power b by 5 minus ab by 2 plus 8.
No, that is not correct. A to the power B by 5, that is not correct.
Sir, will that
First,
execute any
any
because you have assigned variable and integer values at the same time.
variable and integer, all are integer values here. All are integer.
Sir, you have
Future
assigned
value.
A and B. It's 10, right, sir?
Yes.
Oh,
Means I am
Given
saying that
So
there are variables and constant in the at the same time, so it has become an expression.
yes. Obviously, anything if you use numbers and if you use variables, both are expressions. I mean, both will be called expressions. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Shorbeshwar Haldar sent this one. Anyone else?
sir, if A and B is assigned 10, then the answer is this.
Answer is
Answer is the one I said. I texted.
yeah, yes.
This is your answer, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here what is happening? A to the power b will be operated first. A to the power b, that means 10 to the power 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then divided by 5. Antolina is wrong. It is wrong. So a to the power b first, then divided by 5. This will be bracket operation. So this one would be calculated first, then okay, minus on b operated first. First
100.
multiplication and division, right? So a into b divided by 2. That means 10 into 10, 100 divided by 2, 50. And here also 3 into 6, 18. Minus, obviously after multiplication we can perform the addition and subtraction. So 18 minus 10, that becomes 8. Here it became 50 and here it is 8. Whole become 58. So you are subtracting 58 from 10 to the power 10 divided by 5.
Sir, in case if we haven't assigned A and B, then it would have been A to the power B by 5 minus AB by 2 plus 8. In that case, if we haven't assigned.
If you don't assign, then these variables would not be recognized. So instead
Okay.
of A and B, we can use small
We have to
numbers.
take.
Let's say,
Okay, okay.
let's suppose I want 5 square. Okay, 5 square. Correct. So 5 square means 25. 25 divided by 5 means 5. So 5 minus, let's say again, A and B. 5 and 2. So 2 by 2 would be cancelled. So remaining 5 here, plus from here 8. So 5 minus 5 plus 8, that becomes 8.
5.
8.
No, to the 10, 2, 2 minus 5 is 3. हाँ ठीक है
Sir, if Python will calculate on its own, then why do you need to remember this PEMDAS thing?
Yes. The thing is, you have to understand why this result coming, right? Like initially, someone from you actually was doing mistake. Like he or she was calculating 5. I mean a to the power b by 5, right? That was wrong, right? So if you know the
Yes.
rule, then you can be sure, yes, this is how the result is coming. In some other actually applications, these concepts will be required there. Like you have to perform based on the requirement. You have to make your equation based on the requirement. So in those cases, you have to know the basics. And suppose you want to achieve some output, obviously you need to make some equation for that. So while building equation, you need to apply all these basics here.
Okay, sir.
So, suppose I initialize this one with C. this would be double. Yeah. So if you apply integer function, your decimal point will be removed. Alright, all are clear? Any doubt, please ask me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Modulus operator, you guys know. Double slash also you guys know. String operations. As of now, we have been discussing the arithmetic operations regarding integer and float values, right? Now, if I have one string that is a equal to, and let's suppose let's take b equal to, let's suppose d equal to data science and e equal to fun. If I do d plus e, what would happen? Any guess?
Error, sir.
Data science fun, I guess.
It will show.
Error.
Sir, data science fun লেখা আসবে I think.
Correct. Both the strings should be merged.
Yeah, it will be merged, right?
Data science.
So this is called string concatenation. Let's suppose I want some space between them. So while doing this one, d plus e, I can mention another string that is, let's take single quotation, no problem, space and plus. So you can merge multiple strings, unlimited number of strings you can merge. So I am taking another string that is containing only space. Okay. Now see. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you guys do one assignment right now? Like using
Yes.
two interputs.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Using two inputs. So whenever I write WAP, that means write a program.
Write a program.
So write a program to take two user inputs such as first name and last name. And produce the output as your full name. Do it right now. So my first name is Sumit, my last name is Som. So I should give two user inputs. First input as Sumit and second input as Som. So the program will show me the output as Sumit, Som. Doing?
Yes.
স্যার হয়ে গেছে।
Okay, share your screenshot. Uh, you can message privately.
কোথায় send?
Uh, do you all guys have my number?
Yes, sir.
এরার দিচ্ছে।
Okay, show me the screenshot.
শেয়ার করে দাও।
স্যার নাম্বারটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না।
Then just
Okay,
give
sir,
me
I
1
found.
minute. Just give me 1 minute, okay?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sat on.
Sir, done, sir.
Okay. All of you have sent.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Shaikot, I said to take user input.
Sir, I have also sent.
Sir, I have also sent you.
Yes, sir. Instead of E and P, you have to. I have to type first name and last name, right?
One second. Let me check. Instead of ENT, yes. You have to type first name and last name. You have to take user input by using the input function. Remember?
Yes, sir.
Aditya,
Yes, sir.
uh, did you take the middle string as space string, or did you just mention
Yes,
the
sir.
string?
Space. Space.
Yeah, put a
Sir,
space
I
there.
Sir, I have also sent.
also sent, sir. I have also sent.
Let me check one by one. Okay, this is Shibani, right? All right. Shibani, how did you do it? Input D and input E.
Sir, actually, I have taken the value fast. So after taking input, it automatically takes the upper value, which I have tried fast.
So there is no need of the first name and last name messages, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So those are useless. So I mean, you can remove them. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, Ankita, good job.
Thank you, sir.
Chanchari, take two user inputs.
Okay, sir.
Shomudip, good job.
Thank you, sir.
Antolina, Antolina, take two user inputs.
So I'll send you again.
User input means, remember, I mean, there was a function, right, for user input. By
Oh,
using
oh,
that function, you ask the user to put some input. is this person who said sir error দেখাচ্ছে কেন বুঝতে পারছি না
Yes, sir, it's me, Anindita.
Sir, same, sir. Me too.
Anindita, your last name wherever you use the variable in the print, just before that, observe there you mentioned one space string, but there is no plus symbol after the space string, right?
Yes, so
Sir,
Hmm.
sir,
Here,
can you just please check now if it's correct, sir? Right.
yeah, sure, share. Your first name, okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Sir, here, which print function you have to take? Print a plus b or print a multiplied by b?
Print function means where?
Sir, I'm sending, sir, just a second.
Sir, please check my one. I have sent you another one.
Shivani, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you please tell me in my program when I am writing enter your first name, then I want to put a space between name and Sanchari. How am I supposed to do that?
Name and Sanchari.
Yes,
So
sir.
you're printing that message, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Enter
So
your first name and then it
you
name
can
and
mention
Sanchari.
one space in the message,
Okay, okay, okay. Right, sir.
just a space. Okay, within the quotation. I mean, message
Okay.
should be within the quotation, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Because
A
whatever you
space.
type after that, put a space.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir, it's coming. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All are clear? I think, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shoykot, this is correct. But again, your full
Yes,
name
sir.
should have one space there, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, just a second.
Kuntol, uh, I asked to take user inputs, not to just directly initialize variables, okay? You just have
Okay,
to
sir.
use user inputs.
Okay.
Yeah, Antolina,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the last program which you have mentioned, Tikma.
Yes,
There,
sir.
how are you printing the space between your first name and last name?
Sir, I give space before go off.
No, that is not a correct. That is not a correct approach. Okay,
Okay.
never do that. Yeah. So Anindita, so the function is remember always whenever you're dealing with integer, float, or string in Python, so the related keywords which are recognized by Python, those are str for string, int for integer, and float is float. No problem. Float is float. So if you are mentioning string, Python can't recognize that one.
Okay, sir.
Good, Aditya. Yeah, now it's correct on the line. Yeah, Anindita. Good. Kuntal also good. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All are done with this assignment?
Sir,
Yes.
when we are supposed to write string,
When you are supposed to write string, str, right?
yes.
So for input function, if you don't mention anything, let's suppose a equal to I want input. I want string input. So you may include str at the beginning or you may not. It's your choice. Because if you don't mention, it will be by default a string input. Okay. But for integer and float, you have to mention int or float. You have to mention. Okay. Another thing, str function is used uh, so you can have g equal to 2. This is a string. Okay, you can check this one by calling the
So
type
only for
function.
the string, it is always automatically getting that function, right?
Yeah, it will be automatically, I mean, detected. But if you want to convert any integer or float to string, then you can
Then we
mention.
have to write the input function,
Yeah.
the string,
So
float and
here,
integer.
actually I'm just converting. See, just converting the integer value to string, and I'm assigning that value to g. to actually make it short, str of, you can mention anything like 35.6, okay, 356.7. I passed float value within the string function. This float value will be converted into string. You can observe the output quotations, right? So str function can be used to convert any value into string. Similarly, integer also to convert any float value to integer. Float to convert any integer value to float. But integer cannot convert any string to integer. Float cannot convert any string to float. This is the limitation.
Sorry, but repeat. Can you just
Yes.
repeat it once again?
Sure. So string can convert any value into string. Integer can convert float value to integer, but cannot convert string value to integer.
Okay, sir.
Float also same. Float can convert integer value to float, but cannot convert string value to float. Yes, Shaikot, it's right.
Yes, I mean different method type. You have tried different methods.
Sure, good.
Sir, Orpon has written something in the chat box.
Yeah, Arpon, you can take another input. You can take as much as you want. No problem. Like I have one middle name, so I should be using three inputs, right? But you have to mention two spaces there, before middle name and after middle name.
Sir, integer can convert float value into integer, but cannot convert. Sir, after that, can you
String value to integer.
Okay.
All right. Again, we can move forward. Comments, like I showed you, if you put hashtag there, that will make any code to comment, or anything you write, that will be converted into a comment. Okay.
Okay.
Like I want this one to be a comment. See the change in color? So
Yes,
this
sir.
green means it is now disabled. It is now will act as comment. Yes, Orpon, right. That is how you print your full name with middle value. All right. So suppose you want multiple lines of comment. In that case, let's suppose data science data science is this is your comment suppose. So in that case, you have to type two hashtag here, right? Correct. So let's suppose you have 3 to 4 lines, or let's suppose 10 lines of comment you have. In that case, you have to mention three single quotation and end it with three single quotation. This is for multi-line commenting. This is also called doc string. Sorry. Doc string.
But sir, when you are running this one, um, okay, okay, I think I did a mistake. Okay.
So this
That's right.
thing is, if you don't, mistakenly don't end this doc string, all the remaining code will be disabled, will be counted as doc string. And again, if you execute this one, it will show you EOF, means end of file, while scanning triple quoted string literal. So that means it did not find, Python could not find where it ends. That is why it is important to end the doc string wherever you want. Don't forget to end the doc string. You can now execute. Clear?
So sir, the triple quotation is used for disabling that comment, right?
Yes. Disabling this. Yeah, this comment. See, Python does not have any comment. Okay. Python can't recognize any keyword as comment. So that is why you have to mention, yes, this is comment. Means if you don't mention this one, you can find is is and in both have some different colors, right? That means Python recognizes them as its own keyword. Is its own keyword, in is also own keyword. So if you execute this one, first of all, data science cannot be found. First of all, then why is this is operator is used? Is keyword used there. Dancing cannot be found. In also, why in used there? Whether you want to search in market, but market variable is also not initialized, then it will obviously get the errors from the first line, so that is why it will not go for the second line. So you're having so many errors at the first line. That is why you can use either hashtag or triple quotation. Any other doubt?
Sir, if we are removing a equals to 10, b equals to 20, and a plus b, and then if we run it, then the sentence looks a bit different, sir. I don't know. Mine is coming like a slash, then n dot, then it's a fun to it's coming like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that is why the difference between hashtag and doc string. Doc string means yeah, you're getting data science is dancing in market, then backslash n, then it's a
Yes,
fun
sir.
too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So doc string means uh, whatever you're doing any coding here. So doc string actually means you're documenting that one. Okay. Suppose here I'm doing addition. So I'm just doing documentation of this program. Like I will write that yes, this is addition, and the purpose of this addition is to make a calculator. Okay. But if you do like hashtag, that won't be printed.
But sir, using hashtag will make this line this should be disabled, but here it is being counted. That is a bit
Well,
confused.
acha, okay. So that if I change the variables, then let's suppose uh, I and j. I and j are not defined anywhere, right?
Yes, it is not assigned.
Yes, I and j. Now see, I not defined.
Yes, sir, got it.
So actually, A and B I executed previously. I can actually
Yeah, yeah.
in this editor. So that is why A and B, the some values were still stored in A and B. Again, if I do A plus B, I'll get something.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how doc string is different from hashtag? Like when you said previously that hashtag makes a stay anything not operatable. So how is it different from doc string and yeah?
Yeah.
How the
So
both?
who was that person who was asking me that doc string about the doc string previously?
Sir, me, Shonchari, sir.
No, no, no. Before you.
Yes, sir, I am. Sorry, got.
Okay, so good. So
Mm.
can you share a screenshot to the group?
For which, sir?
That screenshot, whichever you are receiving, the doc string and the output section.
So it
I
was
think it was
Slash n.
Sarveshwar.
it was me, sir.
Okay, okay. So
I'm doing it.
yeah.
Sir, should I send you or in the
No,
group?
no, in the group.
Okay, okay. Done, sir.
Right. One second. Something called upstream also. Remember that one?
ইন্টারমিডিয়েট হয়েছে ওটা।
He just executed. He just executed.
এন্টারের জন্য হয়েছে। নেক্সট লাইন।
I'm not getting that example. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Function, if you mention any doc string, you can print it also.
But in hashtag we cannot, right? Sir, hashtag का कितना बना?
Hashtag is only for commenting. Let's say string. Actually, for making some documentation about the purpose of the function or purpose of your code. So while presenting to the client, you can also show it to your client. And also, it can accept multiple lines of comment. So that is another use.
Sir, can you speak a little louder, sir?
Hello.
Sir, can you repeat once again?
Yeah. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, whatever you are doing it with your coding, what is the purpose of your coding? What is the purpose of your function?
Hmm.
To make some documentation about that, you can use docstring. Like
Okay.
if you are presenting to your client, then you need to show the docstring, the documentation to your client, right? In that case, you can use docstring. And another thing, docstring can accept multiple lines of comment, so that is another use.
Okay.
With
And what
hashtag,
about
with
yes, sir.
hashtag, you cannot perform multiple lines of comment. So for multiple lines of comment, you have to mention multiple hashtags.
Okay.
That will be a little bit hectic, right? That is
Okay,
why
sir.
you can use the docstring there.
Sir, what is that print function over here? Underscore doc underscore.
Double underscore doc.
Double underscore.
Okay, okay.
So with any string, you can use the doc function. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. You can see the screen.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yes, sir.
Conditional execution. So apart from integer, float, string, there is another data type, that is Boolean. Boolean data type is for true and false. Okay. Boolean data type is for true and false. Like how? Let's see. Type function you guys know to check any data type, right? Within
Yes, sir.
this one, if you place true, you can see class bool. That means the data type is Boolean class, and uh, it is typed as BOOL, bool. Similarly for false also.
Sir, can you please show us?
Yeah, sure. So if you in the type function, if you place true, you can get bool class. Similarly for false also.
Okay, sir.
And remember, true and false, these are to be mentioned. The first letter should be as capital letter. Okay. Otherwise, if you mention like FALAC, this would be counted as variable. Then false is not different. True and false both should be initialized with capital letter. Got it?
Sir, what
Ye-
is the purpose like application?
Yeah, we will discuss that.
Can you show some examples and programs?
Examples, yeah, we will see this one. Like if you use the comparison operator, you can have the output, Boolean output. Like 5 double equals to 5. Both the values are same, right? So it will be true.
Yes, sir.
5 double equals to 6. Both the values are not same. That is why false. Okay. Similarly, there are certain other conditions to check. This is for x not equal to y, exclamation sign and then equal. X is not equal to y. You can note it down. Greater than, you can check x greater than y or not. This is one typo here. So x should be here. So x less than y, you can check. X greater than or equal to y, x less than or equal to y. Now x is y works same as x double equal to y. Okay. X is not y works same as x not equal to y.
Sir, can you show us the true or false one, like in example?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
you guys are finished with your note down.
Yes, sir. Am I taking screenshots?
Okay, sure. So now A, not A, I'm going to first do 10 double equals to 10. It will show you true. Now you can check whether 10 is not equal to 10 or not. It will be false. Similarly, you can initialize some variable A equal to 10, let's suppose, and B equal to 11. So I am going to check whether A and B both are equal to or not. A double equals to B. This is, I'm comparing, right? That is why I'm using comparison operator. False. If I add B equal to also 10, I would have received true. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm changing the value of B. Now, I'm going to check whether A not equal to B. Yes, true. Because the value of A is 10 and value of B is 11. So 10 is not equal to 11. That is true. Similarly, I can check whether A is less than B or not. True. Whether A is less than or equal to B or not. True. Whether A is greater than or equal to B. False. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now A is B. I'm going to check. False, because A and B are not set. This one works same as A double equals to B. And A is not B. This one works same as A not equal to B. Now, why are we doing this one? The main question is here. Why are we doing this one? Why are we checking whether they are equal to or not equal to? That doesn't make sense, right? I mean, obviously there should be some bigger purpose, not only this much. The purpose is like this. There is a keyword called if to check any condition. Let's suppose I have one condition, that is whatever be the value of the variable, if the value is less than 0, then I should get negative. If the value is greater than 0, then I should get positive. Or else there is remaining only one thing, that is why we are not mentioning the condition, that is equal to 0, right? Print 0. Now I am going to take the user input. If I give 10, it's equal to 10. Where did it go? Where it was string. Yeah, it should be integer. 10. Positive. Minus 10. Negative. But 0 also you are getting. We'll come to that later. Another one, suppose 0. 0. Up to this, all are clear? Why we need these conditions checking?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So by using if, you can check the condition, and based on the condition, you can go forward with your coding. Okay. Any condition you can check, any condition. So within for if, you can mention some condition. Okay. If that condition satisfied, that means satisfies means it is returning true. Okay. Then only it can go for further code. You can go for further code. If that condition, suppose, is not satisfied, then this code would not be printed or would not be executed. So that is why I mentioned some indentation also, some space here. Correct? So the space means this code is within this if condition. This code is within this if condition. This code is within this else condition. This indentation matters a lot. Somehow I forgot to mention the indentation. Expected and indented block.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Alright. So the thing is, for negative number, we are receiving negative as well as 0, right? Which is not good for our programming. To do that, to actually overcome from the problem, we can use elif. That means else if negative.
Sir,
So
elif only should be added before the positive one. Yeah, right.
there is no relation with this particular thing. There is a relation with the if. Okay. If the if condition is not satisfied, then only you can mention elif. Then only program can go for elif part. Okay. You can have any coding here. Instead of printing this one, you can have any coding here. Okay, let me show you. Uh, let's suppose if x is minus, then x minus, then do x minus y. So suppose y I am initializing with 10. So if x is minus, then do x minus y, then print also this one, z equal to x minus y. Print z. If x is positive, I need to do z equal to x plus y, then print z. If else, in the else part, we can mention like x equal to 0. So that means we can multiply with anything, right? So x into y, print z. Let's take the value of x as minus 10. Okay, so it has become minus 20 because minus 10. Right now the value of x is minus 10. That means this condition would be satisfied. The value of x is less than 0. True, correct or wrong?
No, sir, true.
X is less than 10 right now. True. So then these codes can be executed. So then z equal to x minus y. So minus 10, then minus 10 again. That becomes minus 20. Suppose I am giving some value as plus 10. Plus 10. Plus 20. So for plus 10, first of all, the program will check whether the value of x is less than 0 or not. X is having plus 10. 10 is not less than 0. False. It will go for another condition checking, elif. Whether the value of x is greater than 0 or not. True. That means it will go for next coding. The codes within the elif part. So z equal to x plus y. 10 plus 10 becomes 20. 20 is getting printed. Suppose I am giving 0. So first of all it will check whether 0 is less than 0 or not. False. Correct. 0 is also not greater than 0. Then there is only remaining one condition to check. Else. Else, that means 0. 0 is equal to 0. So z equal to 0 into 10. That becomes 0. Got it? What are the purpose? What are the purposes of these condition checking and all?
Sir, elif এর ব্যাপারটা বুঝতে পারলাম না. Did not understand the part elif. Why el is mentioned only before that middle, the positive.
This is see. This is just I'm doing only for positive. There is no relation between elif and positive. Okay. This is what I see. I am the developer. I am building some code like this. Okay. So I can make any code. Correct. Based on my requirement. So you can, instead of positive, you can make it as nothing. No problem. There is no relation between elif and this message or these operations.
Okay. Got it, sir.
Okay. But the thing is,
Sir,
yeah,
if we have multiple if functions, so then we have to use elif after the first if for
yes.
every. Yes, huh.
You
So else if
first
means
of
that
all you have to use the if, then only you can use the elif. Okay.
that this
Okay.
Sir,
elif
sir,
means
if
that
we
it's
have
not the
four
first.
conditions, if we have four conditions, so in that case, elif we can use for 2 times, right?
Yes, you can use elif 2 times.
Okay, sir.
Like I can check elif x greater than 5. Okay, print the number is greater than 5. can check. So if I mention 10, that will be also be greater than 5, right? But there will be some mismatch. I'll show you. Because this condition at the first is getting executed. So Python interpreter won't go for any other conditions. This condition is getting executed. In this condition I mentioned before this condition, right? So first of all, this condition is getting executed, so it will print whatever inside this elif. It will not go for any other elif if it is getting executed.
Sir,
So
what to do then, sir?
you can remove this elif and place this if under elif. Got it? Now,
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
now check. If I mention
So
10,
that means this if comes under a subcase under elif.
yes.
Okay. The
The
Sir, if
purpose of
the
this program is, first
sir,
of all,
if okay, sir, if another condition comes under and I don't want to put in elif, then I will put further two more spaces and then again I'll write if, right? Then it
yes,
will come under the subsequent subcases. It will be
yes,
counted as, right?
yes, correct.
but the condition has to be similar, right?
Yeah, condition has to be similar, means the purpose should be there. I mean, good purpose. Like if I'm going to check uh, whether the value of x is less than -1 or less than 0, then that doesn't make any sense, right?
Yes, the here elif would be used.
Yeah. I already checked that one, so that didn't satisfy. That is why it is actually coming to the elif. Now again I'm going to check if that condition is true. Then this is just wasting your memory space.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So what I can do, like first of all, put any number there. First of all, it will be checked whether the number is negative. If it satisfies, then it's okay. If it does not satisfy, then whether the function is positive. If positive, then I can check another condition. If the number is greater than 5, greater than 5 or not. Okay. Obviously, greater than 5 means the number is positive, right? So first of all, I can check whether the number is positive, then I can check whether the number is greater than 5 or not. If it is not greater than 5, okay. First of all, execute this one, then I'll show you. Again. 10. This nothing is being printed. Then this condition is also getting satisfied. So this one is getting printed. Suppose I'm putting 2. So this nothing is getting printed and the number is getting printed. This one is not satisfied. Correct?
Sir, if we take another condition instead of x greater than 5, if you take not equals to 0, then we can use elif, right?
Equals to 0 means outside here.
No, no, no. We can remove that x greater than 5 and we can use x not equals to 0, and in that case instead of if we can use elif in that same line.
Yeah.
Yes, that line.
But we are checking whether it is not equal to 0, right? We are checking whether it is greater than 0. That means not equal to 0.
Okay.
Correct or not? Yes, you can check whether the number is not equal to Let's suppose take any positive number. I'm taking 5. Not equal to 5. That makes sense. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
Sir, instead of elif, if I write if space if, then it will run or not? Like if another if under this written as a subcase under the first if. Instead of if, I write space and if.
in the first if,
No. The
here
second if,
here
yeah,
here you
space
want
and
to
if.
change the elif to if.
Yes, space and if.
So the thing will happen if suppose this else is for only one if. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So that means if this condition does not satisfy, then it will again check this one as well as this one. Okay. So if both satisfied, then both will be printed. If you want to avoid that one, then use elif.
Okay.
Sir, in this case, can we add elif in the second line, x greater than 5? That is what I'm asking.
Yeah, you can. But for elif, you need first if. Okay. We have mentioned the first if. Now we
Okay.
can use elif. Okay. Elif x is less than 10. Here you can print less than 10. Or else you can use print equal to 5. Equal to 5 would not be actually meaningful. So yeah, here you can check whether x is greater than 6. Instead of greater than 6, I can check whether x is less than 5. Right? Again, I can do the same program in this section. First of all, x is positive. Then I'm going to check whether the value of x is greater than 5 or whether the value of x is less than 5 or it is equal to 5. Correct? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I will check whether the number is positive. Let's instead of nothing print positive. Whether the number is positive, then we can check whether the number is greater than 5 or the number is less than 5 or the number is equal to 5. 5. Positive. Uh, 15.
Sir, z equals to x plus y condition is given.
Y into y. Y is equal to 10, right? Y is equal to 10. Z equal to x plus y. Correct. Okay. So you can use as many if as you want. You can use as many elif as you want. You can use any sub if, any sub elif. Even you can use another if within this elif also. Okay, no problem.
Sir, can you scroll upwards? I'm taking screenshot. Got it, sir.
Clear with this program, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Task is to check whether first of all take user input as number, check that number is whether even or odd. This is your task. You know the definition of even and odd?
Yes, sir. Divisible by 2 or divisible not by 2.
So if any number is divisible by 2, that means even. Non divisible by 2, that means odd. So I'm putting a hint here. If any number is divisible by 2, that means the remainder should be 0, right?
And
Number is divisible by 2, remainder should be 0. If any number is not divisible by 2, then the remainder is not equal to 0. Correct?
yes,
And you guys know how to check remainder?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we'll meet at the next class. All are clear, right? Up to this, about this program? Is there any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt can ask me.
No, sir.
Sir, here float values also can be used as an entering value.
You can use float value. Alright, so I'm signing off today. If any
Thank you,
doubt
sir.
arises, you can message me, okay?
thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Take care, all of you.
Good night, sir.